It is Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. What started with 19 teams is now down to 3. Good morning and welcome to Ronald Cullen Stadium. Dan Esty on the call here for you this morning in this semifinal matchup between two of the titans of senior baseball here in the province of Ontario. The visiting team for this game is the Tecumseh Thunder, as they will take on the home team for this game, the Sarnia Brigade. We will very quickly go through the starting lineups for you. First for the visiting team from Tecumseh. Leading off and playing center field, number 1, Miles Miller. Batting second, the second baseman, number 19, Caden Gomes. Batting third, the shortstop, number 16, Dan Workington. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 27, Cam Goddard. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 3, Eric Cunningham. Batting sixth, the DH, number 88, Keegan Noller. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 10, Roberto Duncan. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 13, Ross Barker. And batting ninth and catching today for the Thunder is number 32, Noah Ruddle. The starting pitcher for the Thunder is left-hander number 20, Taylor Pappen. Now the starting lineup for the home team, the Sarnia Brigade. Leading off and playing center field, number 3, Logan Buntrock. Batting second and playing left field, number 29, Hank Vandermeer. Batting third and playing shortstop, number 27, Carter Arts. Batting fourth and playing second base, number 47, Cooper Clark. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 4, Blake Butler. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 21, Alex McLean. Batting seventh, the designated hitter today, number 9, Kyle Maloney. Batting eighth and playing first base is number 8, Keegan Brandon. And batting ninth and doing the catching today for the Brigade is number 18, Jake Taylor. Taking the mound, as you see, just starting his warm-up pitches, is right-hander number 5, Cole Bridges. Certainly should be a good day of baseball here today. We will bring you this semifinal game here at 10 a.m. Following this, around 1 p.m. this afternoon, the Windsor Stars wait in the wings as they will face the winner of this game in the provincial final, with the Stars needing to be defeated twice, as they are undefeated so far in this tournament. We're hoping for a great game here. We're going to take a short break as we set you up for Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. Action brought to you here on the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back for first pitch in a couple of minutes. All right, we're ready to rock here. Top of the first inning, Miles Miller steps in for the Thunder, and he takes pitch number 1 of this game from Sarnia right-hander Cole Bridges outside for ball 1. That pitch in there for strike 1. Bridges on the year, a 5-0 record in 37 2/3 innings of work, 39 hits. 19 runs, 13 of those earned, 4 walks, 27 strikeouts, and a tidy 2.41 ERA as he gets Miller to swing through that one for strike 2. That one belted to right field, and that's going to get down for a leadoff single for Miller. The leadoff man aboard here in the top of the first for the Thunder.
Second baseman number 19, Caden Gomes.
Pretty good year getting put together here by Miller. Currently hitting at a .365 clip, 19 hits and 52 at-bats. 3 doubles, 2 triples, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs and 12 runs. And with his speed, certainly a threat on the base paths as well. As second baseman, Caden Gomes takes that pitch for ball 1. .337 hitter on the year, Gomes, 32 hits. That's a team lead in 95 at-bats. 8 doubles, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. And has amassed a whopping 31 runs so far this season. That ball popped up behind the dish. Catcher Jake Taylor going to make his way over, and he will make the catch. As Gomes down for the first out here in the top of the first.
Shortstop number 16, Dan Workington.
So 1 away, shortstop Dan Workington going to settle in for his first at-bat of the day. As Bridge is going to check on Miller over at first. He's back safely. Workington, 19 hits and 52 trips to the plate, a .365 average, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs. That is a team lead and 19 runs scored. Time called at the plate. So that will be no pitch. We'll reset and go back to a clean count here. That ball belted into left field by Workington on the first pitch that he sees for a single. And the Thunder threatening here already in the top of the first with runners at first and second with 1 out.
First baseman number 27, Cam Goddard.
And certainly if you followed this tournament throughout the weekend so far, these Tecumseh Thunder have been ripping the baseball quite well as a team. In particular, Workington at first, as well as the batter now, Cam Goddard. I believe each have 3 home runs in this tournament. First pitch to Goddard. And change up on the outside corner for strike 1. Goddard on the year, a .354 clip at the plate, 23 hits, 65 at-bats, 5 doubles, 3 home runs. That pitch misses down and out for ball 1. 15 RBIs and 17 runs scored for the veteran first baseman. Bridge is set. Here's the pitch. That one just misses down and away for ball 2. Our umpire crew today at third base, Jason Curry. Second base is Bob Blake. Over at first is Daniel Newell. And calling balls and strikes is veteran umpire Kevin Johnston. That ball hit on the ground between first and second. That's going to get into short right field. Miles Miller getting the wave. And he's going to come in easily as Alex McLean will toss that one into second base. And the Thunder strike first in this one on the RBI single off the bat of Cam Goddard. And it is 1-0.
Left fielder number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So first and third for the Thunder here still, and it will be veteran Eric Cunningham stepping to the plate. Limited action for Cunningham this year. Only 5 games, 2 hits, and 13 at-bats in the regular season as he squares the bunt. Gets that one down towards third base. Workington making his way to the plate. He'll be safe. Cunningham safe at first. And I'll tell you what, Cunningham's done that a couple of times this tournament, catching teams off guard. One of the better hitters when he's here full time with the Thunder, but leaves one down there for another run.
Designated hitter number 88, Keegan Noller.
So the bunt single by Cunningham cashes in another run for the Thunder. They now lead 2-0 in this game. Still have runners at first and second. With one out is Keegan Noller. It's a sky-high fly ball to right field. That's going to get caught by McLean. He will throw it into Keegan Brandon at first. Goddard going to tag and make his way to third. There's runners at the corners here now for Tecumseh with 2 out. Take that back. They check at second base. Seems that Goddard left too early on the tag on the catch. So he is going to be called out as well. And that is all for the Thunder here in the top of the first. So for the Thunder, good start for them. Top half of the first, 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. And the Thunder leave 1 runner on base. The score after 1/2 inning of play, it is the Tecumseh Thunder 2, the Sarnia Brigade, no score. I was just saying to the folks up here in the booth with me, it's nice to be able to do this today and not have 14,000 updates that we have to go through. This is the only game in town happening with the tournament today, as we are down to 3 teams left in our event this year. As we see left-hander Taylor Papin make his way to the mound. He'll draw the start here today for the Thunder. Papin on the year, a 4-2 record in 26 innings, 24 hits, 17 runs, 16 of those earned, 13 walks, 26 punch-outs on the year, as he carries a 4.3 ERA into this one. He'll be facing a tough Brigade lineup who's been hitting the ball well throughout this tournament, 1 through 9. Logan Buntrock going to lead things off at the top of the order. Hank Vandermeer, the left fielder, will be due up second. It'll be the shortstop Carter Arts, who hits third. So Logan Buntrock steps in here in the bottom of the first inning as the Brigade look to try and answer back, with the Thunder putting up a 2 spot in the top of the first inning. RBI singles from Cam Goddard and Eric Cunningham with the bunt single on the infield, which plated another run. A pitch taken down for ball 1 from Logan Buntrock. That one up and away for ball 2. Buntrock on the season, .520 average, 26 hits and 50 at-bats, 14 games played. So he'll take that pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. 5 doubles, 8 RBIs, and 14 runs for the Brigade leadoff man. He sits with a 2-1 count here right now, facing Taylor Papin. That pitch going to miss down and away for ball 3. Papin was a pickup last year at the Canadians, as he went with the Leaside Leafs, who won this tournament last year, attended the Nationals in Regina. As Buntrock is going to take that pitch down, and he'll make his way to first with the leadoff walk.
Left fielder number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
So that will bring up big Hank Vandermeer hitting in the two hole today, playing left field. Vandermeer on the season, .345 batting average, 10 hits in 29 at-bats, 2 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, 10 runs scored. You noticed a couple of games in this tournament, the Sarnia Brigade teams fallen behind early, but have powered their way back. So certainly something to keep an eye on. As Vandermeer takes a big hack at that, he'll foul it back and out of play for strike one. For those that haven't been to Cullen Stadium in a while, you'll see from our stream the beautiful new backstop and work they've done to the dugouts here through a grant from the Jays Care organization. That pitch on the outside corner for strike two. Certainly a beautiful looking facility now that they've had the work done to it. Here's the pitch from Papin. That one hit on the ground between first and second, and that is going to get into right field for a single. Buntrott makes the turnaround second. He is going to get the stop sign there as the Tecumseh right fielder Ross Barker shows it off to third base.
Shortstop number 27, Carter Arts.
So a hit and a walk have the Sarnia Brigade poised to strike back here in the bottom of the first inning. As Papin will have to deal with shortstop Carter Arts, who's batting third in the lineup today. First pitch. That one's way up in the zone for ball one. Arts a .355 batting average this year. 11 hits and 31 at-bats. 5 doubles, a triple, and a home run. 10 RBIs and 10 runs scored. Pitch from Papin. Up and away for ball two. Second baseman Cooper Clark waits on deck. 2-0 Tecumseh Thunder early in this one as they got a pair of RBI hits from Cam Goddard and Eric Cunningham in the first. That pitch taken up and away for ball three. Seems like a few jitters early on here for lefty Taylor Papin as here he has a walk to Logan Buntrock, currently sitting at a 3-0 count here to Arts. That one over the outside corner for strike one. If you're joining in on our stream, good morning and welcome to Windsor. Glad you'll take part of your holiday Monday with us here as we bring away full slate of games today. As we crown a provincial champion here in Ontario. 3-1 pitch from Papin. In on the hands. That's going to be trouble as that just is out of the reach of Caden Gomes. Both runners had to hold up there to see as he almost made that catch. That was some close. Both runners will advance. And the bases are now loaded for the Brigade here in the bottom of the first with nobody out.
Second baseman number 47, Cooper Clark.
So catcher Noah Ruddle takes a quick jog out to have a chat with Papin. It'll be Cooper Clark who steps in now for the Brigade. Clark, 9 games played, 11 hits in 24 at-bats, a .458 average, 3 doubles, 7 RBIs, 10 runs scored. That pitch from Papin misses down and away for ball one. If you are joining in on the stream, drop us a note. Let us know where you're watching from. We've had pretty good viewership here from throughout the province, and certainly a few people watching from around the country as the team who is crowned the champion here today will make their way to Chatham, New Brunswick in 3 weeks as they will take part in the 2026 Canadian Men's Championships happening there. That pitch in there for strike one. A couple of Tecumseh Thunder joining us. Matt Glassman, former Thunder player. Kiefer Quick as well. Former Arundel player Greg Dodwell, teammate of mine. Is that one hit on a line, knocked down there by Roberto Duncan, he's going to get the force out at second. That will bring a run in, though. So the Brigade able to cut this lead in half now, 2-1. Logan Buntrock comes across the plate.
Third baseman number 4, Blake Butler.
So that will go down as a fielder's choice for Cooper Clark, as he is at first. Leaves runners on the corners with one out. As we said, the Brigade cut that lead in half now, 2-1. Yeah, we got rid of the fly. Jake Eves joining in from Calgary. Another former teammate. Jake, thanks for joining in. That pitch misses outside to Sarnia third baseman Blake Butler. Blake on the year, 16 hits and 39 at-bats as he squares the bunt, takes a strike. A .410 batting average, 4 doubles, 9 RBIs, 12 runs scored. Runner takes off to second. Butler fouls that one into the netting. So Clark going to make his way back to first. Early in this one, but lots of offense so far. 2-1 Tecumseh Thunder as we play here in the bottom of the first. One out for the Brigade with runners on the corners. That ball in the dirt. Good block there from catcher Noah Ruddle. Pretty impressive. Only took us 1 inning here. We're already above 100 viewers on our stream. Again, if you are looking for us, the ABC Baseball Network on the YouTube, you can find us. Runner on the move. That ball drilled into left field for a single. Cooper Clark going to make his way to third. That is an RBI single for Blake Butler. Just like that, we are tied again, 2-2 here in the bottom of the first.
Right fielder number 21, Alex McLean.
So runners remain on the corners here for the Brigade. It will be right fielder Alex McLean who digs in. He takes a pitch down for ball one. Another good block there from Noah Ruddle. Which keeps Cooper Clark at third. McLean on the year, 9 games played. 2 hits and 22 at-bats for a 91 batting average. Both of those hits singles, 3 runs, no RBIs as he laces that one into left field. And there it is, his first RBI of the season as Cunningham tries to throw behind Butler at second. He is back safely. And the RBI hit from McLean makes it 3-2 Sarnia.
Designated hitter number 9, Kyle Maloney.
So again, with only one team going out of the province here this year, certainly you got to think that there's going to be a short leash on pitchers here today. As we see already, there is some action down in the Tecumseh bullpen. So we'll see how much chain coach Jamie Kell is going to give to Taylor Pappins here as he throws that pitch over the inside corner for strike one to DH Kyle Maloney. Maloney, 15 hits and 42 at-bats, a .357 average, 2 doubles and a home run, 13 RBIs, 6 runs scored. Time called at the plate. Noah Lester dropping in, cheering for the Brigade. My mom also saying hello again. Ball chopped out in front of the plate. That's going to be a tough play. That's by Pappen. He's going to make his way to first now. The foot race is there. And he drops the ball at the last second. And Maloney going to beat that one out. Tough play. We're going to go with a hit there on that one as Maloney able to leg that one out in the infield.
First baseman number 8, Keegan Brandon.
The base is now loaded for the Brigade once again here with one out, and we are going to get a trip to the mound by the Tecumseh coaching staff. Quick recap here as we've had a lot of action in this one so far. Still in the bottom of the first inning, the Thunder able to put up 2 runs in the top of the first. They got an RBI single off the bat of Cam Goddard, a bunt single by Eric Cunningham. Plated another runner from third base to give them their 2 runs. On the other side of things, the Brigade have been hot so far as they've racked up 4 hits in this inning, including RBIs for Blake Butler and Alex McLean, as they now lead this game 3-2, and Pappen going to go back to work here as he will face first baseman Keegan Brandon for the first time here today. Very limited action this year for Keegan. 3 hits in 9 at-bats. He only played 4 games. So he takes that pitch for strike 2. All 3 of those hits singles. He did collect 4 RBIs, no runs. Currently finds himself here in an 0-2 hole to Taylor Pappen. Blake Butler dancing around at third base, trying to grab the attention of the Thunder hurler. One punched foul into the netting. Catcher Jake Taylor will go and retrieve that one as he waits on deck. So 0-2 here, the count still. Here's the pitch from Pappen. That one going to be just outside for ball 1. Three-two Brigade. So we play here only the bottom of the first. The pitch to Brandon. In on the hands. He swings and misses. That is a big, big out there for Taylor Pappen as he puts Keegan Brandon down on strikes for the second out.
Catcher number 18, Jake Taylor.
So 2 outs, bases still loaded here, and still a little bit of work left to do for Pappen and the Thunder defense as they will face number 9 hitter and catcher Jake Taylor for the first time today. Fastball just misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed by Taylor for strike 1. Evens the count now at 1-1. Butler with a big jump there at third. Here's the pitch. That fastball going to find the outside corner for strike 2. 1-2 the count here now on Taylor. Blake Butler, the runner at third for the Brigade. Alex McLean, the runner at second. DH Kyle Maloney takes his lead from first. The pitch. That one hit on the ground towards second base. Good play there by Gomes. He'll flip to Workington for the quick one at second. And the Thunder able to get out of this bottom of the first, but not before the Sarnia Brigade able to answer back with 3 runs of their own and lead this game by a score of 3-2 after the first inning. So for the Brigade in the bottom half of the first inning, they go through the order and score 3 runs on 5 hits. There were no Tecumseh errors, and the Brigade leave 3 runners on base. Looks like we're in for a bit of an offensive slugfest here in this one. After 1 inning of play, it is the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 2. Again, we're going to take a quick break here as we set ourselves up for the top of the second inning on Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. Action brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a couple of seconds. Welcome back to Ronald Cullen Stadium. Top of the second inning. Bottom third of the order due up for the Tecumseh Club. It will be third baseman Roberto Duncan to lead things off. Right fielder Ross Barker hits second. Catcher Noah Ruddle due up third. They will be facing right-hander Cole Bridges. That pitch inside for ball 1. Little slider there that's going to find the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Again, if the first inning is a sign of anything to come in this one, we could be in for a little bit of offense. The teams combined for 5 runs in the first inning as Duncan yanks that one foul down the left field line. As Bob alluded to in the chat, pretty long first inning, absolutely. Half an hour for that one. That's good. We're on pace for about 7 hours so far. Could be a long day. That one misses up in the zone for ball 2. Swing and a miss from Duncan. And he is down on strikes for the first out here in the top of the second.
Right fielder number 13, Ross Harper.
So 1 out, right fielder Ross Barker going to dig in for the first time today. First pitch, fastball in the outside corner for strike 1. Barker, 25 hits, 78 at bats, a .321 batting average, 6 doubles and 2 home runs. That pitch just misses inside for a ball. 15 RBIs. Tied for second on the team in that department, and 12 runs scored. 1-1 pitch from Bridges. Up in the zone for ball 2. So one thing picked up pretty quickly here is Bridges working with a little more pace this inning. That ball drilled on the ground. That will be foul down the left field line. Certainly you want to try and keep your pace up as a pitcher, keeps the defense active in the game, and Bridges doing a pretty good job so far of keeping the ball in play. Only allowed the 1 walk in the first as that pitch just misses inside. Count full, 3-2. Full count pitch. Swung on and missed by Barker. Second strikeout of the inning for Bridges. Second out of the inning for the Thunder.
Catcher number 32, Noah Ruddle.
So 2 outs for Bridges. He'll face the number 9 hitter, catcher Noah Ruddle. He takes a pitch just inside for ball 1. Noah, 250 batter so far this season, 16 hits and 64 at-bats. 5 doubles and a home run, 12 RBIs. He's come in to score 16 times. The pitch from Bridges. A little bit of a pattern forming here as Bridges really going to that slider quite a bit to get the ball in the strike zone. Another one, that one misses down though for a ball. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike. That one lays down the left field line and fair. Left fielder going to make their way over and pick that up as it's Hank Vandermeer. A good strong throw in from the outfield as that's going to keep Noah Ruddle to a single. It gives the Thunder a 2-out base runner here in the top of the second.
Center fielder number 1, Miles Miller.
So we're back to the top of the order for the Thunder. It's center fielder Miles Miller who steps in. 1 for 1 with a single and has scored 1 of the 2 Tecumseh runs today. He takes a slider on the outside corner from Bridges for strike 1. And if you're just joining in with us this morning, good morning and welcome to Windsor. That pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Happy you're able to take some of your holiday Monday and spend it here with us as we bring you live action from the Men's AAA National Qualifier. That one misses up in the zone for ball 1. So the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. That one punched on the ground towards shortstop. It's going to be Carter Arts who picks it up. It's going to be a tough play and not in time as the speedy Miles Miller beats out that play. And that is an infield single for Miller. Ruddle advances to second. We have first and second now with 2 outs.
Second baseman number 19, Caden Gomes.
So a little bit of life here for the Thunder with 2 outs as they get a pair of hits now to put runners at first and second. It'll be second baseman Caden Gomes who takes strike 1 from Cole Bridges. Gomes 0 for 1. He popped out to catcher Jake Taylor back in the first. He pops that one up on the infield. It's in foul ball territory, and what a play there from Keegan Brandon. Wow. Full extension running down the right field line, and he makes the catch. And that will end the threat for the Thunder here in the top of the second inning. So for the Thunder in the top half of the second inning, no runs on 2 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. 2 runners left on base. The score after 1.5 innings of play, it is the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 2. We are going to take a quick break here on the broadcast as we set up for the bottom of the second inning of this one on Championship Monday here at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier with action brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, bottom of the second inning, and back to the top of the order for the Brigade as center fielder Logan Buntrock set to lead things off here for Sarnia. He takes a pitch up in the zone from Tecumseh left-hander Taylor Pappin for ball one. Buntrock walked in his first plate appearance. He came around to score one of 3 runs that inning for the Brigade as he lashes that one to right field. And that is going to get down for a leadoff single here in the bottom half of the second inning.
Left fielder number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
So the leadoff runner aboard for the Sarnia club, it will be Hank Vandermeer who steps in, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored as well. First pitch, curveball that drops in there for strike 1. Buntrock with a little bit of speed on the base pass, so have to keep an eye on him. That one in on the hands, popped up towards short center field, but Dan Workington will take a few steps back. He'll make the catch. And Vandermeer retired for the first out here in the second.
Shortstop number 27, Carter Arts.
So with 1 out and a runner on first, shortstop Carter Arts going to step back in. Also had a single in his first at bat back in the first. He hits that one to Pappin, makes the play, throws to Workington at second, on to first, and in time as the 1-6-3 double play makes quick work of the Sarnia Brigade here in the bottom half of the second inning. So for the Brigade in the home half of the second inning, they get no runs on 1 hit. There were no Tecumseh errors, and nobody was left on base. The score after 2 complete innings of play, it remains the Sarnia Brigade 3 and the Tecumseh Thunder 2. Again, if you're looking for other results and scores from the weekend, all you have to do is give our webpage a quick visit. cabcbaseball.com. Click on the Ontario Eliminations tab at the bottom of the main page. You'll get everything there you need to know throughout the weekend and what has gotten us here to these 3 teams that remain. Again, this is our semi-final game that's happening right now between the Sarnia Brigade and Tecumseh Thunder at 1 p.m. or there approximately. The Windsor Stars wait in the wings for the winner of this one in the championship final, and the Stars will need to be defeated twice today in order to be knocked out of this tournament, as they are currently undefeated. So we're all set, top of the third inning. Middle of the order due up here for the Thunder, as it is shortstop Dan Workington to lead things off. He takes a pitch on the inside, for ball 1. That pitch hit on the ground towards short. It's going to be Blake Butler who's going to cut that one off. He throws across the diamond, and he will retire Workington for the first out here in the top of the third.
First baseman number 27, Cam Goddard.
Sorry, a little slow on resetting our scoreboard there, but we're good now. So first baseman Cam Goddard going to step in here now with 1 out. Goddard Had an RBI single in his first at bat. He takes that pitch on the outside corner from Cole Bridges for strike one as Bridges into his third inning of work in this game. The 0-1 pitch. That one hit on the ground to second. Picked up there clean by Cooper Clark. He throws on to Keegan Brandon at first. And there's a pair of outs here now for the Thunder in the top of the third.
Left fielder number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So 2 outs. And it will bring up Eric Cunningham. Picked up an RBI in his first at bat with a smooth bunt single that scored a runner from third. Gave the Thunder a 2-0 lead at the time. He takes the pitch up and away for ball 1. The Brigade able to answer back with 3 runs of their own in the bottom half. Currently lead this game 3-2 here in the top of the third. That ball hit up the middle, and that is going to get into center field as Cunningham flips his bat, makes his way down to first. And the Thunder have a 2-out base runner here on the single.
Designated hitter number 88, Keegan Noller.
So the inning extended, and that will bring up the designated hitter for the Thunder today, Keegan Noller. Noller 0 for 1, flew out to right fielder Alex McLean to end the first inning as he fouls that one straight back and out of play for strike 1. Nice slider there on the inside part of the plate for strike 2. Noller is an AP call-up for the Thunder in this game. He plays for the 22U team. He's played 6 games with the senior Thunder this year, batting .389, 7 hits and 18 trips to the plate. He has a pair of home runs as he hits that ball between third and short and into left field for another 2-out single here for the Thunder. Like the previous inning, after a pair of outs, the Thunder with a pair of singles. Have some runners on the base paths.
Number 10, Roberto Duncan.
So that will bring up third baseman Roberto Duncan, 0 for 1, struck out to lead off his second. That one fouled into the netting for strike 1. Duncan, a 200 hitter on the year, 5 hits, 25 at bats. He does have a double, a pair of RBIs, and 5 runs. Played 9 games in the regular season for the Thunder as he takes that slider on the outside corner from Cole Bridges for strike 2. Bridges has his sign, comes set. Here's the pitch, slider. Chop foul over by the Sarnia dugout. So able to keep himself alive here in this at bat. 3-2 Sarnia Brigade here, top of the third inning. If you're joining us on our CABC Baseball Network, good morning and welcome to Windsor, Ontario. Whether you're joining in here in the province or from around the country, we appreciate you joining in on our stream this morning, which is currently sitting at 120 viewers. And probably, I'm assuming, will climb throughout the day. That pitch misses outside for a ball. Bridges with a long look in and a couple of shakes here to catcher Jake Taylor. He comes set at the belt now. There goes Cunningham to third. That ball hit on the ground to short. Off the hands. Arnt's in to make the play. Throws to first. And they are able to retire Duncan at first. And the threat avoided again here by the Brigade as they keep the Thunder off the board here in the top of the third. So for the Thunder in the top half of the third inning, another opportunity squandered there as they scored no runs on 2 hits. There were no Sarnia errors, and the Thunder leave a pair of runners on base. The score after 2.5 innings of play here at Reverend Ronald Cullen Stadium, it remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 2 here in this semi-final game on Championship Monday of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. Action brought to you by CABC Baseball Network. We'll take a short pause. We'll be right back here in a second. We are into the bottom of the third inning here at Cullen Stadium. 4-5-6 due up for the Brigade. Second baseman Cooper Clark to lead things off here against Tecumseh southpaw Taylor Papin. As he takes the first pitch there on a little slider for strike 1. Clark, 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. He did come around to score the third run of the inning for Sarnia. The 0-1 pitch. Another curveball. Nice drop on that one, right over the inside corner for strike 2. And Clark going to go for a little bit of a walk here and try and collect himself as he finds himself into an 0-2 hole here. Oh, 2 pitch from Papin. That fastball going to sail outside for ball 1. Again, if you're joining us on our stream this morning, hope you're enjoying your coffee as you join in with us here on this beautiful Monday morning in Windsor. Swung on and missed there by Cooper Clark. He's down on strikes for the first out here in the bottom of the third.
Third baseman number 4, Blake Butler.
So we have 1 out. Sarnia third baseman Blake Butler steps in. He hits the ball to first base. Cam Goddard going to take it on the big hop. He'll go over to first himself and take it. And 1 pitch and 1 out for Blake Butler. And there are 2 outs here now.
Right fielder number 21, Alex McLean.
2 outs for the Brigade here in this inning, and it will bring up right fielder Alex McLean. 1 for 1 with an RBI single in the first. First pitch. Slider outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch from Papin. Curveball that drops in there for strike 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Papin, after a little bit of a rough first inning, looks like he's settling in nicely now, is starting to find the feel on those off-speed pitches, as that one just misses down for a ball. 2-1 the count. Pitch. A fastball on the inside corner for strike 2. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Papin. Curveball going to miss outside for a ball. Had the chance to go down and chat with Sarnia bench boss James Grant before the game. He said to say hello to everyone watching back in Sarnia and thank you for their support throughout the weekend. That ball hit on the ground to short. It'll be Workington up with it across the diamond in time. And the Brigade go 3 up, 3 down here in the home half of the third inning. So, quick inning for the Brigade in the bottom of the third. No runs, no hits, no Tecumseh errors, nobody left on base. We head to the top of the fourth inning here at the Micmac Sports Complex. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 2. We'll quickly bring you our in-game recap brought to you today by Inked Baseball. For all your custom apparel, baseball equipment, make sure you reach out to Dave Flanagan and their team at Inked Baseball. You can find them online, inktbaseball.co. All the scoring in this one so far happened in the first inning. The Tecumseh Thunder, opened it up with a pair of runs in the first. RBI single from Cam Goddard, a bunt single, which drove in a run by Eric Cunningham. That lead short-lived, though, as the Sarnia Brigade were able to answer back. Blake Butler and Alex McLean picking up a pair of RBI hits in their half of the inning as they plated 3 runs. And that's where we stand right now with our 3-2 lead. Line scores so far for the Thunder, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. For the Brigade, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. So again, that in-game recap brought to you by Inked Baseball in the Greater Toronto Area. 8-9-1 due up for the Tecumseh Thunder here in the fourth inning, as it is right fielder Ross Barker who take a strike on the outside corner there to even the count now at 1-1. Barker 0 for 1. He struck out back in the second. That slider just going to miss the inside corner for a ball. 1 of 2 strikeouts on the day so far for Sarnia right-hander Cole Bridges. That pitch up in the zone for ball 3. Bridges going to hop off the mound and come get a new baseball at home plate. The number 9 hitter, catcher Noah Rudd, will do up second this inning. Then we're back to the top of the order for center fielder Miles Miller, who is due up third. Pitch from Bridges. That one hit on the ground towards shortstop. Carter Arts makes his way to his right, throws across the diamond. Keegan Brandon able to hang on to the bag. And the 6-3 putout is the first out here in the top of the fourth.
Catcher number 32, Noah Ruddle.
First pitch to Noah Ruddle. Down in the zone for ball 1. John, I'd have to agree with your comment. I think any one of these 3 teams would certainly do well at the Canadian Championships. All have great pitching, great offense, and certainly have some great defense on all 3 of these teams as well, as Ruddle fouls that one back and had a play off to our right. For information about the men's Canadians, you can visit the Baseball Canada website at baseball.ca. Is that one hit towards right center field? That's slicing away from the center fielder, and Logan Buntrock unable to come up with that. McLean picks it up to throw to second. Ruddle with the head first slide, and he is in there safely. As Ruddle continues to be a spark plug at the bottom of the order here, as it's his second hit of the day.
Center fielder number 1, Miles Miller.
As he had a single back in the second inning in his first at bat, and certainly something you look for out of your number 9 hitter here as they turn the order over now to leadoff man Miles Miller, who's having a good day himself, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a run scored. He takes a slider on the outside corner for strike 1. Ruddle the lead from second. Just had that double to the right center gap. That one going to miss outside for ball 1. pretty handy there, but that one missing outside as well for ball 2. Seems these Thunder hitters now, the third time through the lineup, so they're starting to kind of get the book a little bit here on Bridges, being a little more patient at the plate. That one in on the hands. That is popped a mile high down the right field line. Keegan Brandon and Cooper Clark going to give it a look. Neither one of them able to come up with that, as that is going to bounce foul and out of play. So Miller still alive in this at bat. We'll double check here. Hopefully Kevin Johnston gives us the count. There it is, 2-2. Bridges with a long look in here. He gets the sign he wants now from Jake Taylor. The pitch in on the hands again. That one roped down the right field line, but foul. Into the top of the 4th of this one, 3-2 Sarnia. You're joining us on our CABC Baseball Network on YouTube. Good morning and welcome to Windsor, Ontario. That ball hit towards center field. A couple of steps in there for Logan Buntrock. They'll make the catch. No tag at second base by Ruddle. And Miller is retired for the second out of the inning.
Second baseman, number 19, Hayden Gomes.
We hope you're enjoying all the coverage here from the tournament this weekend, no matter where you're watching from, whether it's here within the province of Ontario or across the country. We appreciate your support and hope you're enjoying everything through the stream. That first pitch to Caden Gomes misses outside for ball 1. 0 for 2 for Gomes today, a pair of pop-outs to the catcher, as well as the first baseman, Keegan Brandon. That ball is belted to left center field. That's going to send Logan Buntrock back towards the track, but he's able to make the catch just in front of the warning track. And that will retire the side here for the Thunder in the top of the 4th inning. So for the Thunder in the top of the 4th, no runs, 1 hit, no Sarnia errors. And the Thunder strand 1 runner on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Ronald Cullen Stadium. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 2 in this pitcher's duel between Cole Bridges of the Sarnia Brigade and Taylor Pappen of the Tecumseh Thunder, who makes his way back out to the mound. We're going to take a short pause here in the broadcast. We'll be right back here in a couple of minutes for this semifinal game on Championship Monday of the 2026 Ontario Men's National Qualifier. Action brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back here in a couple of minutes. Welcome back as we cruise along in this one, an hour and 5 minutes in as we hit the bottom of the 4th inning. Designated hitter Kyle Maloney steps in to lead things off here for the Brigade. It'll be number 8 hitter Keegan Brandon due up second, with the catcher Jake Taylor due up third this inning. Maloney takes that pitch up for ball 1 from left-hander Taylor Papin, who enters his 4th inning of work in this game. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike. The only blip so far on the day for him, that first inning where he gave up a few hits. Seems to have harnessed his control on his pitches now, and certainly seems like he's settled into a groove as Maloney rips that one to left field on a line, but a couple of steps in there from Eric Cunningham, and he's able to record the out on that well-hit ball from Maloney.
First baseman number 8, Keegan Brandon.
So 1 out, Keegan Brandon makes his way to the dish. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Back in the first. The pitch. Curveball drops in there for strike 1. Again, both these pitchers really utilizing their secondary pitches and all sorts of counts to keep batters off guard as that curveball just misses below in the zone. Keegan Brandon able to check a swing there for ball 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Up and in for ball 2. Again, the winner of the event this year will make their way to Chatham, New Brunswick, August 20th to the 23rd, as they will take part in the men's Canadian Championships. That ball hit on the ground to third. Played there by Duncan. Lots of time as he throws across the diamond to Cam Goddard, and that will retire Brandon for the second out of the inning.
Catcher number 18, Jake Taylor.
So we have 2 outs here now in the bottom of the 4th. Number 9 hitter catcher Jake Taylor steps in. Taylor reached on a fielder's choice. Back in the first as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Papin. That one, check swing, but it catches the outside corner for strike 1. The team that wins here today will be in Pool B at the Canadians, as they will have the New Brunswick representatives, the Charlottetown Islanders, the Saskatchewan representatives, the Regina Trappers. As Cam Goddard scoops that one up, he'll step on the bag, and that will end the ending here in the bottom of the 4th. They'll also have the BC representative, the Victoria Mavericks, as well as the Alberta reps, the Red Deer Riggers. We'll talk a little bit more about that in the next half inning. So the Brigade in the bottom of the 4th, a quick one, no runs, no hits, no Tecumseh errors. No one left on base. We head to the top of the 5th inning of this semifinal game here at the Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3 and the Tecumseh Thunder 2. So again, we'll finish our thoughts there on that national championship. It kicks off on August the 19th, where they will have the Home Run Derby, as well as the opening ceremonies that evening. Full slate of games will kick off on Thursday, August 20th, as there's 7 games. 4 of them at the main diamond at Ironman Field. 3 of them at their secondary field at Waldo Henderson Memorial Park. Team Ontario slated to play 2 games on that Thursday, as they will take on the defending champion Charlottetown Islanders right out of the gate at 10 a.m. They will take on BC at 4 p.m. that day. All those times are in Atlantic time. On the Friday, Ontario will face the Red Deer Riggers of Alberta at 4 p.m. at the main diamond. And their last round robin game will be at 12 p.m. at Waldo Henderson as they take on the Regina Trappers, the Saskatchewan representative. Quarterfinals go that Saturday evening with the semis and the medal games happening on Sunday, August 23rd. All of those games happening at Ironman Field. And you can join in on the action there as the team of Chris Jardine and all of his Snag Sports folks will be there streaming those games at both diamonds.
Getting off the top of the fifth.
So we're all set here for the top of the fifth. And we're at the 3, 4, 5 spots here for the Thunder. Shortstop Dan Workington to lead things off. First baseman Cam Goddard waits on deck. Left fielder Eric Cunningham due up third. Is a big swing there from Workington. Comes up empty for strike one. Workington 1 for 2, a single and a run back in the first. Grounded out to third baseman Blake Butler in the third as he belts that one to right center field. That's going to send Buntrock back. He's still going back and makes the catch just in front of the fence out there in center field for the first out as Workington tagged that one to the deepest part of the park.
Baseman number 27, Cam Goddard.
So 1 out, first baseman Cam Goddard digs in. 1 for 2 for Goddard as well, a single and an RBI in the first. Grounded out to second baseman Cooper Clark in the third inning. As he takes a pitch down for ball 1. That ball hit down the left field line, and that is fair, and it's going to get all the way to the wall. Goddard makes the turnaround first. He's going to be able to come into second. The head first slide. And there's a 1 out base runner here on the double from Cam Goddard.
Left fielder number 3, Eric Cunningham.
So the Thunder have had a couple of opportunities in this game with runners in scoring position, and they currently have another one right now with less than 2 outs. And it will be the veteran Eric Cunningham to dig in. Good day for cuts. 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. He had an RBI on that bunt single he had back in the first. He takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Young right-hander Cole Bridges into his 5th inning of work. A big lead there from Goddard, and a little bit of a brain fart there by Cole Bridges as completely forgot about Goddard being at second base. He went from the full windup there, and Goddard picked up on that quickly. And he takes off and steals third base there. And now has himself 90 feet away from tying this game up. So the infield has creeped in here now for the Brigade, the pitch. That one misses down for a ball. 3-0 the count here to Eric Cunningham. 22U call-up Keegan Noller waits on deck. That pitch in there for strike 1. Cunningham still in the driver's seat here, though, with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. That one dribbled foul over by the Sarnia dugout. Cunningham going to ask for time here as he adjusts the pad on his elbow. So he'll step back in now. Bridges has his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. That one belted down the third baseline, but foul. We hope you're enjoying this game on our stream. Up to 145 people joining in now. Thank you so much. That ball hit up the middle, and that is into center field. And finally, the Thunder come through as Cunningham picks up his second RBI of the day and makes his way down to first with his third hit. And it is a tie game, 3-3.
Designated hitter number 88, Keegan Noller.
So the veteran Eric Cunningham coming through here in the clutch for his team. He picks up his third single of the day, his second RBI of the day. And this game is now tied 3-3 as Noller sends that one high and a little bit deep to center field, but Logan Buntrock able to camp under that. He'll throw it into second base. And Noller, who is now 1 for 3 on the day, is retired for the second out of the inning.
Third baseman number 10, Roberto Duncan.
Third baseman Roberto Duncan steps in now, 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the second. Round out the shortstop, Carter Arts in the third. First pitch from Bridges. That one belted to left field, and that is going to get down for a single. A little bit of a bobble there by the left fielder, Hank Vandermeer, but Cunningham going to hold his ground at second.
Right fielder number 13, Ross Barker.
So the Thunder are already at the run here in the fifth to tie this game up 3-3, and they are threatening here still with runners at first and second base and 2 outs. And it is right fielder Ross Barker who steps in, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to the shortstop. The first pitch to him. That one going to miss down and in for ball 1. Michelle, thank you for joining us on the stream. 1-0 pitch to Barker. High chopper foul down the left field line. Evens the count now at 1-1. Bridges with his sign and comes set. Here's the pitch. That one belted towards left center field. But Hank Vandermeer makes his way a couple of steps to his right, and he will make the catch. And that will be it for the Thunder here in the fifth, but not before they get another big hit off the bat of veteran Eric Cunningham as he ties this game up with his third hit of the day and his second RBI. So for the Thunder in the top half of the fifth inning, 1 run on 3 hits. There were no Sarnia errors. And Tecumseh leaves 2 runners on base. We head to the bottom half of the fifth inning as we stretch out here in Windsor. The score, the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 3. Left-hander Taylor Pappen will head back out to the mound. For us, we will take a quick break, let you refill your coffee, and we'll be right back with the bottom of the fifth inning in just a couple of minutes in this semifinal game at the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier, with action brought to you by the CABC Baseball Network. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Bottom of the fifth inning, top of the order. Due up here for the Sarnia Brigade. Center fielder Logan Buntrock takes ball one from Taylor Pappen. Hank Vandermeer due up second. That pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Will be shortstop Carter Arts due to hit third this inning. The Thunder have tied this game up now on the power of another RBI hit from Eric Cunningham in that last inning. Currently sit at 3-3 here now in the bottom of the fifth. That ball hit down the right field line. Goddard and Gomes going to give it a look, but that will go out of play. And the count now 1-2. Into the bottom of the fifth of this one, but if you're on the stream, good morning and welcome. We hope that you are enjoying this broadcast here on the CABC Baseball Network this morning. Feel free to let us know where you're watching from, whether it's here in Ontario or across the country. Certainly a lot of eyes on these games today, as Ontario going to crown a provincial champion. That chopper on the ground to shortstop. Nice play there by Workington as he's able to get the speedy bunt rock by about half a step at first. And that is the first out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Left fielder number 29, Hank Vandermeer.
Bunt rock 1 for 2 now on the day. He has a run. He had a single back in the second after that ground out to Dan Workington. It'll be left fielder Hank Vandermeer who steps in. He takes a big swing at that first pitch, drives it to deep left center field. Miles Miller, just in front of the warning track in left center, is going to make the grab. And Vandermeer is the second out here in the fifth.
Shortstop number 27, Carter Arts.
So 2 quick ones here for Pappen as he looks to try and get his boys back on the sticks here after getting that big run in the fifth. Shortstop Carter Arts steps in. 1 for 2 with a single back in the first. That ball laced to left field. But Eric Cunningham is there as he reaches up and over his head. And he'll make the catch. And that retires the side for the Brigade here in the fifth. So quick one there for the Thunder in the field. The Brigade get no runs on no hits. There were no Tecumseh errors. And nobody left on base. We cruise along into the top of the sixth inning. The score here at Ronald Cullen Stadium remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 3. Just a reminder that our next broadcast will come up approximately around 1 o'clock. And it will feature the Windsor Stars, who are currently undefeated here on the weekend. And they will face the winner of this game in the provincial finals. And again, the Windsor Stars need to be defeated twice today in order to be eliminated from this tournament. Both teams that are playing right now each have a loss, so the loser of this one will be done. And again, Ontario only getting 1 rep at the Men's Canadians this year. So certainly a lot to play for here today for all 3 of these teams who are still involved in this tournament. Right-hander Cole Bridges finishes his warm-up pitches. He's going to be facing 9-1-2 here of the Tecumseh order in the 6th.
Leading off the top of the 6th for the Tecumseh Thunder, the catcher number 32, Noah Ruddle.
Catcher Noah Ruddle will lead things off here in the top of the 6th. He fouls that one to the backstop for strike 1. Ruddle on the day, 2 for 2. A pair of singles. Michelle joining us from Sarnia. We are very welcome for the stream. We're glad that everyone across the province and around the country is enjoying it. Game number 12 for us on the weekend. That one in off the hands. That's going to get dropped into short right field. And the catcher, Ruddle, continues his hot day. Not how hard you hit it, it's where you place it. That leadoff single here for the Thunder in the 6th.
Center fielder number 1, Miles Miller.
So once again, Ruddle does his job here as he turns this potent Thunder lineup over. We're back to the top of the order for center fielder Miles Miller, who has a pair of hits himself, 2 singles in the 1st and the 2nd. As he squares the bunt, gets the bunt down the first baseline, and that is going to be a tough play. And they just get Miller at first base by about half a step. Nice play there by the pitcher, Cole Bridges, as he was able to track that one down and flip it to Keegan Brandon at first.
Second baseman number 19, Caden Gomes.
So the sac bunt there by Miller is the first out in the inning. That does advance the runner Ruddle to second base. So again, we talk about clutch situations in these big games in this tournament, which usually ends up determining who moves on, and the Thunder with an opportunity here with a runner in scoring position and less than 2 outs. That pitch misses inside for ball 1 to second baseman Caden Gomes. 0 for 3 today. He popped out to the catcher. He's popped out to the first baseman. Flew out to center fielder Logan Buntrock in his last at bat. He takes that fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Evens the count now at 1-1. Just surpassing 150 viewers right now in our game. That pitch misses inside, narrowly misses, hitting Caden Gomes in the knee for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 3-3 here in the top of the 6th inning between the Sarnia Brigade and the Tecumseh Thunder. Gomes in on the hands. He's going to hit that one to third base. Blake Butler up with it. He comes across the diamond and just narrowly gets Caden Gomes at first for the second out. And Ruddle has to hold his position.
Shortstop number 16, Dan Workington.
Nice play there from Blake Butler as he's able to make a strong throw there to Keegan Brandon. So that will bring up shortstop Dan Workington. 1 for 3 with a single back in the 1st. He scored a run. Grounded out to third baseman Blake Butler. He also flew out to center fielder Logan Buntrock back in the 5th. That ball popped up on the infield. And it is going to sail out of play and on top of one of the awnings over on the right side of the field, just behind the Sarnia dugout. So Taylor will make his way back and grab his mask. Bridge is going to step off here and take a second to reset himself. Workington does the same. Certainly after a little bit of a tumultuous day with weather yesterday, a beautiful day for baseball here in Windsor today. Nice and sunny out. A little bit of a breeze, currently sitting at 25 degrees. That ball in on the hands, popped up behind the plate. Now it's going to be backing out of play just in front of us in the booth. Announcer Bob almost had to make the play there, but just out of his reach. So the count now, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Couple of shakes from Cole Bridges as he has the sign he wants now from Jake Taylor. That one laced to left field. That's going to get down in front of Vandermeer for a single. Strong throw into the cutoff man Butler as it just sails over his head into the plate. And Workington with his second hit of the day, second single of the day. now has runners at the corners for the Thunder here in the 6th.
First baseman number 27, Cam Goddard.
So, some stressful moments here for the Brigade in the top of the 6th. They do have 2 outs, but the Thunder with runners on the corners and a very dangerous hitter in veteran Cam Goddard at the plate. Goddard today, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. He scored a run in the 5th to tie this game up 3-3. He came in on Cunningham's second RBI single of the day. There goes Workington to second. That one hit on the ground. Diving play there by Keegan Brandon and flips to Cole Bridges. And what a play to keep this game tied here in the 6th by Keegan Brandon. As he goes full extension to his left, makes the play, flips to Cole Bridges. And the Thunder stymied here again in the top of the 6th. So a little too close for comfort there for Brigade fans, but Sarnia able to get out of that inning unscathed as there was no runs on 2 hits for the Thunder. No Sarnia errors. And Tecumseh leaves a pair of runners on base. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Reverend Ronald Cullen Stadium in Windsor, Ontario. The score remains the Sarnia Brigade 3, the Tecumseh Thunder 3. Again, following the completion of this game, the winner will advance to the provincial final of this tournament, with the Windsor Stars waiting in the wings, as they will play the winner of this game. And the Stars, because they are undefeated on the weekend so far, will need to lose twice today in order to be eliminated from this tournament. So still lots of great baseball coming up for you here from the Micmac Sports Complex, whether you're watching here in Ontario or across the country. We appreciate you joining in on our national live stream this morning. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage throughout the tournament. But we still got some big business to take care of today, as we are all going to see who will make their way to Chatham, New Brunswick for the Canadian Men's Championships here, starting on August the 20th. We'll take a quick break and be right back here in 2 seconds with the bottom of the 6th. All set for the bottom of the 6th. Tecumseh starter Taylor Pappen back out to the mound. He will face 4, 5, 6 this inning for the Sarnia Brigade. Second baseman Cooper Clark to lead things off first. He takes a pitch down and in for ball 1. Clark on the day, 0 for 2, a fielder's choice back in the first. He did come around to score. Struck out in the 3rd. One of 2 strikeouts on the day for Pappen. He takes that pitch down, a little bit of a check swing. They're going to check down to first. Umpire says no swing. That is Daniel Newell that is down there. So the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch from Pappen. That one hit on the ground to 3rd. Good play there by Roberto Duncan. Throws across the diamond in plenty of time to retire Clark for the first out here in the 6th inning.
Third baseman number 4, Blake Butler.
So 1 out, it will be third baseman Blake Butler who steps in for his at-bat here. Butler on the day, 1 for 2, singled in the first. Grounded out to the first baseman, Cam Goddard, in the third. That pitch misses outside for ball 1. As we get later into this one, our views slowly climbing here as we're up to 162 now. As we play here in the bottom of the 6th, strike 1 to Blake Butler. Dan Esty on the call with you here this game for the CABC Baseball Network. We appreciate you joining us here on Monday morning. That pitch on the outside corner as well for strike 2. Game number 35 of this year's Men's AAA National Qualifier. We are currently tied 3-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Butler chops that one foul to the backstop. He's able to keep himself alive. As you see, running into our pitcher now, Alex McLean, the right fielder, waits on deck. So the count remains 2-2. Little chopper out in front of the plate. That ball is going to hit Papin and stay fair. And that is going to be an infield single for Blake Butler, as both the catcher and the pitcher went after that. I'm not sure if they kind of got their wires crossed there a little bit. But either way, the Brigade end up with a runner at first.
21, Alex McLean.
So right fielder Alex McLean will step in here now with 1 out. McLean 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI back in the first. Grounded out to shortstop Dan Workington in the third. Curveball just misses up to the big McLean for ball 1. And getting down to crunch time here in this one. That pitch in there for strike 1 from Taylor Papin. Evens the count. Butler the lead from first. Swing and a miss there from McLean for strike 2. We'll get to our in-game recap here after this half inning. This time brought to you by Benny's Sportswear here in Windsor. We'll get to that between this half inning. That ball hit hard towards second base, past a diving Caden Gomes and into right field. Butler going to make the turn at second. Barker overruns that one, and he'll have to throw it into shortstop, and throw into the shortstop. Workington at second base almost gets away from him, but Butler going to hold his spot at third.
Designated hitter number 9, Kyle Maloney.
So after retiring the first batter, a pair of back-to-back singles here for the Brigade have them threatening here in this inning. After a series of 3-up, 3-down innings, the first little bit of sustained pressure here from the Sarnia club, as it will be DH Kyle Maloney who steps in. Maloney on the day, 1 for 2 with a single, flew out to left field in his last at bat as that pitch misses outside for ball 1. Alex McLean takes his lead from first. He just singled. Blake Butler at third. He singled earlier in the inning. That gets away from Noah Ruddle into the backstop. And Butler going to make his way across the plate. I'm not sure if that was a cross-up or just handcuffed Ruddle in the wrong spot. Either way, the Sarnia Brigade retake the lead now 4-3. McLean will advance to second on the pass ball. Looks like we're going to get a quick trip to the mound here as the Tecumseh coaching staff makes their way out. So we will take a quick break as well. 4-3 Sarnia Brigade now as they just score a run there on the pass ball. They have a runner at second with 1 out. Kyle Maloney at the plate. We'll be right back here in a couple of seconds. So after the discussion on the mound, Kyle Maloney given the free pass.
Number 8, Keegan Brandon.
So now we have runners at first and second. It will be Keegan Brandon, who makes his way to the plate. The pair of runners on here. Brandon on the day, 0 for 2, a strikeout. Grounded out to third baseman Roberto Duncan. He takes a fastball in the outside corner from Papin for strike 1. That pitch just misses outside for a ball. Little chopper back to the pitcher there by Brandon is the second out in the inning. Both runners do advance, though, so second and third here with 2 outs for the Brigade. Pitch from Papin on the outside corner for a strike. Catcher Jake Taylor in, 0 for 2 today. Fielder's choice. He grounded out to first baseman Cam Goddard in the 4th. We do have some action down in the Tecumseh bullpen. That's took us a second there to figure out who it is, but right-hander Mike Hamlin up and throwing for them, as Taylor Papin works here in the 6th. Another good fastball in the outside corner, and Taylor with a little bit of a discussion there with the umpire, but tell you what, he's been pretty consistent with that pitch on the outside corner both ways. And Taylor being the catcher, he's had a pretty good look at that. A couple of shakes from Taylor Papin, and Taylor going to step out as he resets himself here. 4-3 Sarnia. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, they just scored a run on a pass ball. That ball hit to third, knocked down there by Duncan. And that's a nice play right there. A little bit of a bobble there as it hit him in the chest, fell right into his glove, though, and he makes the throw to first. And Jake Taylor retired for the third out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Sarnia Brigade, though, they have themselves 3 outs away from playing another baseball game today. They score 1 run on 2 hits. There were no Tecumseh errors, and there were a pair of runners left on base. We head to the top of the 7th inning. The last chances here for the Tecumseh Thunder if they want to keep their tournament alive. The score, the Sarnia Brigade 4, the Tecumseh Thunder 3. We will take a quick break as we set you up with what should be a very eventful 7th inning when we come back here in a few minutes on this semifinal game here on Championship Monday of the 2026 Ontario Men's AAA National Qualifier,
Canadian Under-22 National
brought to you by CABC Baseball. Last chances for the Tecumseh Thunder if they want to keep their 2026 hopes alive here at the National Qualifier. The red-hot Eric Cunningham set to lead things off here in this one. 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. And a pair of RBIs. Cunningham settles in now. First pitch from Bridges. Slider that misses inside for ball 1. Keegan Noller is due to hit second this inning for the Thunder. Third baseman Roberto Duncan due up third. That pitch misses outside as well too for ball 2. So they count now 2-0. So Jake Taylor going to go for a bit of a walk here as Cole Bridges kind of hits on his glove there a little bit on the mound. Those pitches are pretty handy to the zone. Taylor, I think, just going out to kind of have a quick chat here with Bridges and calm him down. See Blake Butler and Carter Arts are also making their way towards the mound just to kind of give some words of encouragement. The count, though, right now is 3-0 on Eric Cunningham. That pitch going to miss up and in. So Cunningham will make his way to first. That's his 4th time reaching on the day with the walk to go along with 3 singles.
Batting for Noller, number 24, Austin Olds.
So we do have a pinch hitter here for the Tecumseh Thunder. It will be Austin Olds stepping in to take some swings here for DH Keegan Noller. Sarnia coaching staff makes a trip to the mound as Brett Bridges goes out to have a chat with the defense as well as the pitcher, Cole Bridges. I'm sure they are probably expecting a bunt here to be happening, but again, who knows? There is nobody out here in the 7th right now. Olds, the pinch hitter on the season, hitting .219, 14 hits and 64 at-bats, 4 doubles, 6 RBIs, 14 times he has scored. Butler creeping in at third. There's the bunt. It is foul at the plate. So that is strike 1 on Olds. So the count 0-1. Squares the bunt again, and again, that one foul behind the dish. We forgot to get to our in-game recap, brought to you by Benny Sportswear here in Windsor for all your custom equipment and uniforms. Make sure you reach out to Ben Curtis and his team. 3 runs on 14 hits for the Sarnia Brigade in this one, for the Tecumseh Thunder in this one. 4 runs on 8 hits for the Sarnia Brigade. That one is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. And Austin Olds down on strikes here for the first out.
Third baseman number 10, Roberto Duncan.
So Olds unable to get the sack bunt down. He attempted to try and bunt there on the 3rd pitch as well, pulled back. That one called strike 3 on the outside corner. So 1 out here now. Eric Cunningham remains at first. Bridge is going to check on him. He's back safely. It is Roberto Duncan who digs in here for the at-bat now. 1 for 3 at a single in his last at-bat in the 5th. He grounded out to the shortstop, Arts, in the 3rd. He struck out in the 2nd. That pitch down to the dirt. It gets away from Jake Taylor. And Eric Cunningham going to make his way to second base. on the wild pitch. And trailing by a run here in the 7th, the Thunder get a runner into scoring position. For Duncan is right fielder Ross Barker, who waits on deck. Taylor goes through his signs. Here's the pitch from Bridges. Slider in there for a strike. Bridges set at the belt. Here's the pitch. That one belted towards left center field. Vandermeer on the run. That is going to get down. The throw coming in from the outfield to third base. Gets by Butler. Good backup there by Cole Bridges, as he keeps that ball from going all the way to the backstop. Duncan makes his way to second. So with one out here, it is second and third for the Thunder.
Right fielder number 13, Ross Barker.
First pitch to Ross Barker is in there for a called strike one. So right now it's second and third for the Thunder here with one out.
Pitch runner's 18,
Yep. That pitch in there for strike two. Count 0-2 here on Barker. So that last hit, a single for Duncan. He advances to second on the throw to third base. And Calman Chiz has come in to run for him at second. Is the infield in here for the Brigade. That pitch up in the zone for ball one. So Duncan's day all done as Calman Chiz takes over for him, running on the bases. Barker takes that pitch on the outside corner. And that is a called strike three for the second strikeout here in the inning for Cole Bridges.
Catcher number 32, Noah Ruffle.
So two outs here now, second and third. 4 strikeouts on the day for Bridges, and someone else who's had a pretty good day for himself here right now, Noah Ruddle, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Finds himself at the plate here in a clutch situation. He takes that pitch outside for ball one. 4-3 Sarnia Brigade here, top of the 7th. 2 outs for the Thunder. They have a pair of runners in scoring position here for one of their hot hitters on the day. Pitch from Bridges. The slider called a ball. So the count 2-0. Bridges goes for a little walk, comes back to the mound, recomposes himself. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That one chopped down the third base line, and it is just foul. Thankfully, probably for Sarnia, as Blake Butler had a little bit of a stumble on that one, but it is just foul. So Ruddle will make his way back to the plate here. Finds himself with a 2-1 count. Miles Miller, the top of the order, waits on deck if Ruddle is able to reach here. Here's the pitch from Bridges. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 2. And the Thunder down to their final strike in this one with a 2-2 count here on Noah Ruddle. Bridges comes set. Here's the pitch. Slider popped up behind the plate. Jake Taylor going to give it a look. It is in play. And he makes the catch. And that is the ball game. As Cole Bridges, with a complete game effort, sends the Sarnia Brigade into the championship final, where they will take on the Windsor Stars.
Marty County in the top of
So for the Thunder, in the top half of the 7th inning, no runs on 1 hit. There were no Sarnia errors. And Tecumseh strands 2 runners on base. The final score from Ronald Cullen Stadium. It is the Sarnia Brigade who march on to the provincial final. They will take on the Windsor Stars after a very entertaining 4-3 victory over the Tecumseh Thunder. The winning pitcher in this game for Sarnia with a complete game is right-hander Cole Bridges. The losing pitcher for the Tecumseh Thunder, also with a great complete game effort on his part, is left-hander Taylor Pappen. Again, as just announced here at the stadium, we got an hour to wait now as the next game will start at 1 p.m. We will have that for you live here from Windsor. So we'll post that information here in about half an hour or so once we get the lineups and everything from both teams. Not much more you can ask for on a Monday here at the Elims. Some great baseball played by both teams in that game. And now we head to our provincial final, which will feature the Windsor Stars, undefeated in this year's event, as they will take on the Sarnia Brigade. Again, thank you so much for joining into this broadcast. We appreciate your support throughout the weekend. We're going to take a quick break and have some lunch. And we'll be back at 1 p.m. as we will try and crown a provincial champion here in Ontario. The final score here again from Cullen Stadium. The Sarnia Brigade 4, the Tecumseh Thunder 3. Thank you so much for joining in. We appreciate you. Have a great afternoon, and hopefully we'll see you back at 1 o'clock.